I got a new gadget to hold my phone, and it's really cute. You can't see it because it's holding my phone. I'm having to figure out how to work it where it won't fall over. I'll show it to you later. Got it from my friend Lisa for her birthday. What, you know, go figure. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. I'm leaving Palm Canyon right now. I've been out here celebrating Lisa's birthday with her and a few other friends. We've been having a really good time. And I am now headed back into Quartzsite for the Boondockers Bash. Right now, I am trying to find the least bermed place to get over onto the road because I've gotten stuck in a berm before. So I think this one will work. There goes a few things. Oh man, my drawers like went all over the place. I think I'm gonna get up, and that's never happened before. My drawers actually tried to fall out. I'm gonna try to do this. I'll show you. Hazards of boondocking. Yeah, the roads sometimes cause things like that to happen, so I'm gonna fix that. Now I'm back. I had to refix my little gadget again to where he wouldn't fall over. He still may end up falling over. It's gonna take some getting used to. I still think it'll work better than the one that I had before, and it's definitely way cuter. So if I'm at a little weird angle, I'm sorry, but I'm still trying to figure this out. So, maybe I should wait till I get on a better road, huh? As I said, going to the Boondockers Bash. Some friends of mine, Jamie and the Dreamers, are supposed to be playing tonight. And haven't seen them in like 2.5 years. So, it's going to be really good to not only hear them sing and play, but as well as to hopefully catch up with them, see what they've been up to. Out here in the Arizona desert, this is the social season. I have been kind of here, there, and everywhere. I don't think I've stayed in any one camp more than 2 or 3 nights in a row since I got to the Quartzsite Yuma area. Normally, I stop through at Havasu, and I didn't even come through Havasu this year because I was in New Mexico, down in the southwestern corner, and so just going with the flow, which is what happens. If there's any of my viewers out there that are interested in this lifestyle, I should wait till I'm on the road. Anyway, if you're interested in this lifestyle, and if you can come out of your, if you're an introvert, if you can come out of your shell a little bit every now and then and go to some of these gatherings, that's how you meet people. That's how you find your, what some people call their tribe. You have to get out there and make the effort. I know when I first started out, I took every opportunity to get to know people. I would walk around. One of my first events out here was a van build, and I got out every day, and I walked pretty much the whole area where people were camping, and I would stop and say hello to people. So it was hard. It was hard for me to do that, but well worth it. And I still do meet more and more lovely people all the time. And so you can do this. If this is what you're wanting, I would suggest getting out to Quartzsite, find out where some gatherings are. You do that through Facebook. I'm going to wait until I'm back on the road. Guess where I'm headed? I'm going right to Quartzsite. Parker, Arizona in November. Plus I'd gone to a gathering in Colorado. That was a summertime gathering. And one other gathering that was a springtime gathering. And that was in Arkansas. And so I got a pretty good feel for who was out there, what was out there, how people conduct themselves in this lifestyle. And every time I went out, the only bad part about it was I would start to head home and think, oh, I don't want to go home. I don't want to go home. Now, I'm home. I'm home everywhere I roam. And so I'll even bring up the name of my channel, Shalom on the Roam. Shalom is a word that means many things. Some of them, it can mean hello, goodbye. It can mean just peace. Along with that is like just a real contentment and tranquility. That's what I have found while on the roam, and it's also what I'm trying to share. That's one of the reasons why I went ahead and named my channel that, is that I want to spread loving kindness. I want to be loving kindness. If I find that there's someone that I can't do that around, I can leave. I have wills. I've found very few people like that. There are a few though. It's okay. It's okay. I think you really do start learning how to be content with your life, with yourself. That is, if this lifestyle draws you. It is not for everybody. I have certainly found people that it was just not a right fit for them. But that's why I say, go ahead and take the time to go to an event, spend some time doing what you're looking at doing, and make sure it is the right fit for you, because it's a pretty big leap to get out on the road full time. Okay, I just left Kofa National Wildlife Refuge, I believe is what it's called. It's a BLM area. It's a really cool place. There's some good hiking in there, plus just cool places to camp with great views, beautiful sunrises and sunsets. I mean, you just almost can't beat it. Anyway, what I was doing out there was visiting with a friend whose birthday is today. I did stay long enough to tell her happy birthday on her birthday. And we had a great time. There were several of us ladies out there. I think while I was there, 10 was the highest number of people out there. People are just coming for a day or two or three, come and go, whatever. And had a really good time doing that. Something else I will be doing today while I am on the road anyway, I generally will try to get some chores done if I have anything that needs to be done. Today I am going to take trash and dump. I also need to do some other things like laundry. I hate doing laundry. It's not happening today, but it does need to happen sometime within the next few days. So maybe tomorrow. We'll see. So anyway, whenever I get up to the LTVA South, I will turn the camera around and kind of show a little bit of the driving to that, and I guess show you what the dumpster looks like. I mean, some people are really confused about that kind of stuff, and so I'll show you a little bit about that and talk about it a little bit. I am coming from the south towards Quartzsite. The first place you're going to see here, they're both long-term visitors areas, but on the left is Tyson Wash, and on the right will be La Posa South. At La Posa South, you have places to dump your tanks, Blue Boy dump, trash dumpster, plus a lot of vault toilets. I believe all of the long-term visitors areas, I believe they all have trash and vault toilets. But I believe that the only place that has the dump is south, and they also have potable water. in Liposa South. Come upon this little building that's in front of you. This is where you get your visitor's pass. You can get a 2-week pass for $40 or a season pass for $180. What we have coming up here is the dump station. To your right, it says line starts here for the dump station. So that's to the right. It's on up here around where the stop sign is. And then on your left is where your dumpsters are. You just drive up on that hill, put your trash in, and you're out. This area, I believe, is just under a mile from the pay station at the entrance to the park. So when you pay your permit, this is one of your privileges. Plus, you can stay for as long as you want. You do not have to leave during the season. Whereas when you're just boondocking at the free camping areas, you have a 14-day limit. And then you need to move at least 25 miles away. So I'm not even staying here tonight. I'm going out to Dome Rock. But, you know, I paid for my pass, and so I came by to take care of my business. There is one other little area on the way out now. It's really close to the entrance. It's a Blue Boy dump, and there you can dump Blue Boys and porta potties, you know, like cassette toilets. So you don't have to worry about how you're going to dispose of hazardous waste, so to speak. Well, depends on what you consider hazardous waste. So anyway, I did decide to get a pass this year, and I have been using the facilities. I've been using it to dump and dispose of trash, and I haven't needed to yet, but if I need to, then I can also get potable water. Now, if I get the water here, I will just be putting that in my tank for doing things like showers and doing dishes and such. For my drinking water, I still go and get filtered water. I typically will do that at the RV pit stop in town. That's where you can get propane and water. They're real fast and efficient. Some people really don't like them, so they go other places. So far, I've been perfectly satisfied with them, so I continue to use them. Anyway, Cheerio. Left is where the Blue Boy dump is. Again, you can also dump your cassette toilets in there. They do ask that if you make a mess, you clean it up, which is a perfectly reasonable request. Here is my little gadget that has been holding my phone today. It is the zebra with no name. Thank you very much, Lisa, for this little gift. She gave this one to me, and then I gave her mine. And I'm pretty sure this one's going to work much better for me. I hope that mine works much better for her. I just love this guy. But yeah, she told me it was a horse with no name, and I'm going, that's a zebra. So yeah, it's the zebra with no name. And I'm so happy he's decided to come and live in my van. Oh, he's still in the shadows. I think we'll have lots of fun adventuring together. I think I'm starting to learn his ways. I still haven't quite figured out how to get it to where I can show you a little more of the scenery without it falling over. But I'll get there. It will happen, just not today probably. Here's Liposa North on the right, and Liposa West is on the left. It is filling in. People are definitely arriving both areas look to be much more crowded than when I left. When did I leave? I think it was about a week ago. I went down to Yuma. Some friends and I went over across to Los Algodones, had a good time over there, and then I've kind of gradually been making my way back up to Quartzsite. And yeah, in a week, I do believe there are more arrivals. At this first stoplight, I will be turning left and heading towards Dome Rock. I believe it's about a couple of miles down, or maybe a little more, where I'll be turning. I will go ahead and leave this on for now so that you can kind of see what I call Tent City. I don't know what everybody else calls it, but this is the temporary town that pops up out here in the desert for the winter. So far, there are still far fewer vendors out here than what I've seen like last year and the year before. At this time, I was told by someone that the rents have gone up quite considerably, and normally they're on the right. The vendors go way back, and so far I mostly am seeing a front row of vendors, very little beyond that. The left side has looked pretty close to the same as what it did last year, same tents, you know, all that stuff, but when I've been down there, like last week, a lot of them were not open. Now today I am seeing that there are, most of the ones on the left do appear to be open, and most of the ones that have come in on the right appear to be open. So it's starting to get going. When the big tent arrives in January, that's when definitely it gets to be in full swing. So this road does run right along I-10, and the first time I stayed out at Dome Rock, I thought, oh my gosh, that's going to be so much noise from the interstate and everything. But for some reason, it really is not that bad. I'd say it's not bad at all. It is at some point it kind of jaunts a little ways away from the interstate, and then I think just the way the topography is, it kind of cuts down some on the road noise. Plus, I really think that since COVID, there is a lot less nighttime traffic in general. It looks like this exit that I'm coming up on is exit 17 off of I-10 in Arizona. So it's just 17 miles before you get to the California border. I'm now approaching Dome Rock. That is, I don't know how well you can see it, but it's that kind of conical shaped hill up there. And I was sent a pin, but I was told not to follow how Google Maps tells you to get there, because I will get stuck in the sand. So I am just basically keeping an eye out for my friends. I do know the general area where it's been held in the past, and so hopefully between that, the pin, and just me looking to try to find them, hopefully I'll be able to find their location without getting stuck. I do believe I see where my friends are parked. So now the fun part begins, and hopefully I will find a good way to get in there to where they're at. So one of my friends, the one that sent me the pin, he sent me a text just now that said, I saw you. But anyway, they're right to my left right now, and I am just attempting to find the best way to get over there. So, hope you all are having